I'm back now with Dr. YKK, who is one of the world's leading authorities on copycat innovation. Dr. YKK, you gave us earlier a general overview of your 7 steps. I don't know what to say. I found them fascinating. They're phenomenal. They're structured and they're easy to follow. Now I think for the first time we actually have a program that can be implemented by any organisation to help them instantly innovate. I mean, it's so easy when you know how, but that's the problem. Up until now we haven't had a system that has enabled us to do that. I think it's incredible. It's easy to follow, easy to implement, cost effective, and it works, which is the incredible thing. So many businesses talk about innovation. It's that airy-fairy word that's out there, but no one does anything about it. No one's known up until this point how to do anything about it. Along comes your Copycat Innovation System, and instantly you transform the whole market. You've given people a real program for instant innovation. First of all, I'm going to say thank you for that. Now, can we move on and take it another step? And I would now ask you if you will please expand on your 7 steps, and we'll start with the first one, identifying the core issue.
Yeah, thanks, Kieran. Now, the first issue is identify the core issue. Now, how do you identify the core issue?
Yes.
By asking questions. Okay. Ask lots of questions. And that brings me to the 5 W's and 1 H. Do you know what the 5 W's and 1 H are?
Why, when, where, who, the how.
And how. Yeah, that's right. So it's basically the 5 W's are why is of course most important. Why, when, who, what, and
where would be
where. All right.
The what is the one that I left out.
Yeah, okay. So, and then of course the H is the how. So I call it 5 W's and 1 H. So if you examine, ask all these questions, then you have a better understanding of what the core issue is. And then you follow through. Once you have a better understanding, is follow through with the 5 whys. And the 5 whys is taken from the Toyota production system. Well, in the development of 5 whys, you will say that hardly any problem can survive asking 5 whys. Alright? Why is this so? For example, let's go back to the sales, which is, I think, the most important in an organization. Sales, without sales, no organization can exist, business can exist. For example, sales are down. Why? The first why, you say, because someone set a shop across the road. They say, why does that person set a shop across the road? Why do the competitor do that? Because he feels that there's a market which is not served by our shop, that the business is expanding. You see that the business is good in this area, otherwise he wouldn't set a shop, isn't it? Okay, then if he thinks, our competitor thinks that business is good, then how are we going to tap into this business? Why? Why is that our business is declining? By right, it should be doing good, isn't it? The reason could be, it is just like anything new, it could be a temporary thing. It need not be a permanent thing, right? Because whenever someone gets a shop, people are curious, you'll go there. Let's maybe observe it for a couple, maybe 1 or 2 months and see what happens.
Just to jump in, these are probably the questions that business owners ask themselves every day, but they don't realise the importance of them and they don't make the connection. Would that be fair?
Yeah, that's right, that's right. So this is very important, that before you jump in to try to come up with innovation and say, oh yes, let's come up with this brilliant idea, let's implement it, without even understanding what is the whole issue about. So we are flogging the wrong horse in a way. So it's very important that we identify the core issue. Now, another tool that I use in this first step is known as the Pareto Principle. Have you heard of the Pareto Principle? The Pareto Principle is called the 80-20 rule. And don't try to eat the elephant in one gulp. You have to take pieces of it, right? So that is basically what to do is that look at the problem. And what is the one thing you can do that the 20% that will actually take maybe 20% of your effort and solve 80% of the problem. Because Pareto found out that 80% of the wealth is owned by 20% of the people. 20% of your salesmen will bring 80% of the sales. 20% of your customers will create 80% of the problems.
Okay.
So it's not about addressing the 80%, addressing the 20% that creates the 20% impact to your business. So have you got facts and figures to say that this is the area we should solve? So it is very important that you understand the Pareto Principle, the 80-20 rule. It's not about trying to solve everything, it's identify what is the core issue, the most important impact to your business. So with these three techniques, you can identify the core issue with a great deal of confidence. It's not just a random process. So that's why a system is very important, and that's why system stands for save yourself time, energy and money. And this is what the Copycat Innovation System is all about.
It's fantastic. Now we're starting to get the core of it. Okay, we'll move on to number 2. Thank you.